Welcome back, my friends, to the smartest year ever, our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. My name is Gordy, and I was just wondering, why are there so many freaking pigeons in the cities? I don't know, most people don't even think about it at this point. But now I'm wondering, what were these birds up to before urbanization? Like and subscribe right now if you haven't, so you can keep up every single day. I do these every single day. Sometimes they're about pigeons, sometimes about words, sometimes about history. But I'm having a good time, so thanks for having a good time and being here with me, because it means a lot. Let's get right into it. Why are there so many pigeons in cities? And where did they come from? See them everywhere. Sidewalks, rooftops, subway stations, parking garages, flipping around on the ground all dirty like. But why are cities absolutely lousy with pigeons, and where did they come from? How did they even live before we started dropping French fries on the sidewalk? Well, it turns out pigeons aren't just urban freeloaders. They're actually one of the oldest domesticated animals in human history, and cities are just the latest place that they've made their own. Before they were everywhere, pigeons lived on cliffs, nature's office buildings. Their ancestors, the rock dove or Columbia livia, nested on the sea cliffs in southern Europe, North Africa, and parts of the Middle East. High ledges, crevices, lots of space to fly, like nice little beachfront condo for birds. But thousands of years ago, humans started domesticating them. Ancient Mesopotamians, Egyptians, Persians. I said Egyptians weird. Ancient Mesopotamians, Egyptians, and Persians. They raised pigeons for food, for fertilizer, and most famously for messaging. Pigeons can be trained to return home over long distances, which made them the original airmail. And yeah, actually today's city pigeons are still the same species as the ancient messenger birds, Columbia livia. In fact, most modern pigeons are direct descendants of those once domesticated flocks, which I think is awesome. Really connects us with the past a little bit in these little flying rats. With training, almost any pigeon of that species can still be used for messaging today, which is nuts. Which I find hard to believe, though. Tell me this guy evolved his grew his wing on backwards and he's flipping on around the ground just learning how to ride subways. That guy's gonna send a message? The only message he's sending is don't eat stuff off the ground. But either way, the difference isn't whether it was raised with that homing behavior or not. Pigeons have the biological tools, but they also need to be trained to recognize and return to a specific home base. I don't know why it didn't occur to me or pop into my head that homing, a homing device, home is the root word of home, you're going home. I don't know why. I just never thought of that. So that's something I learned from it. Just gonna be honest with you there. Scientists believe they navigate using a combination of sun positioning, the Earth's magnetic field, and low-frequency infrasound cues that travel through the atmosphere. By the 1800s, pigeons were everywhere already. They were used in wars, ceremonies, even sporting events. In many places, they were a sign of status. If you had a pigeon coop on your roof, ooh, you were somebody. Ooh, that guy's got a pigeon. He's well-to-do. But as new technology came along, telegraphs, radios, faster transportation, we stopped needing pigeons. Many were released or simply escaped. They went feral. So why do they love cities, though? Why cities? Because cities are perfect. They're a perfect imitation of their old home. Concrete cliffs, essentially. Ledges, rooftops, underpasses, windowsills. Urban architecture gives them everything they had in the wild, plus French fries. And they're good at living alongside us. Pigeons are highly, highly adaptable. They can eat almost anything, as you've probably seen, and they don't mind noise, crowds, or chaos. They thrive in the same mess, the same chaos that we do. Plus, they reproduce really fast. A single pair can produce a dozen offspring in a year, and most cities have no serious pigeon predators. No hawks, no falcons, just some confused dogs and metal spikes on awnings. But by the time cities tried to do something about the population, it was too late. Pigeons had already set up shop. This is their block now. They weren't visitors at this point; they were residents. So yeah, most city pigeons are direct descendants of escaped domesticated birds, which is so cool. Every time you see one of these feathered rats bobbing around a bus stop, you are looking at a cliff-dwelling messenger bird that went rogue and never left. That's squatters' rights right there. So there you have it. Pigeons didn't just show up. We brought them in, let them go, and then accidentally built them the perfect city to stay. Hey, thank you to all my sources, which can be found in the YouTube description. Please comment, follow, rate, like, subscribe. Share this with anyone. You have a friend? Wrap this YouTube video up into a little little scroll and tie it to a pigeon's ankle and send it to one of your friends. At Smartest Year Ever on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts for the full episodes. At Smartest Year Ever on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts for your daily clips. I do a 1-minute version. Go check this out after this. Stay curious, stay clever on our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. I will see you tomorrow in the Smartest Year Ever.